Hi, loves. Me and Mikala back with the Christ Phoenix Wedding Academy family on this April 10th, 2024 for the second video of today. A little Q&A with me and Mikala. This time we're going to dive deeper into a little bit of the human side of Yeshua, Sananda Yeshua the Christ. And the reason why we can do this is because those of us that are part of the academy were with him in many aspects, if that makes sense, love. So therefore, we know deeply who the man is, not the church religious person of J-E-S-U-S, because that is not Yeshua. That is your church perception of what they want him to be. The Savior, the Redeemer, the Saint, the one above all else. And this is not what Yeshua in our family stands for. We stand for love and light, unity of Christ consciousness, equal to each other. We are no greater or lesser than you. So having said this, loves, a question that most of you have been asking me, Mikala, about Yeshua is, Mikala, does Yeshua have a sense of humor? And I kind of have to laugh at this, loves, because he is just like all of us in the human expression. He had many incarnations, many embodiments, as he calls it. So yes, every ascended master, as you would perceive it, has a sense of humor to some extent. And if you go back and listen to some of the messages that Yeshua has been given, a lot of the messages are serious with a little funny side to it. Like he'll say, get on with it, or he'll get in with today's lingo for today's society to make brothers and sisters laugh. He is very versatile. He adapts to the energy of light and love. So when everyone's asking me, Mikala, if Yeshua has a sense of humor still, the answer is a big fat yes. Because my sister Katrina and I have cracked up at him so many times to the point where our sides hurt, to be honest. And those of us that were with him as well have cracked up at his side for many lifetimes, many incarnations. He's not as serious as he is depicted as. However, when he's giving teachings of a serious nature, he can be very authoritative and very serious, depending on who he's with and who he's around, if that makes sense, love. But when it comes to the family dynamic of this family, Yeshua the Christ is very go with the flow type, or let your hair down type. He's not a stick in the mud, as they would say. He is getting everyone laughing and dancing and having fun, and he's the, as they would say, icebreaker of everything. And another question, loves, that you guys have been asking is, Mikala, was Yeshua ever a dancer to some degree? And I would say yes, to some degree, yes. But professional dancer, no. I would say yes to some degree, because you have to live, laugh, love, as he would call it. But he would do anything to make our family laugh and smile and giggle and chuckle, to the point where we're holding that side, trying not to split a gut. But if you go back and listen to my sister Katrina's video where Yeshua channeled through her a message that said America will be first on her official YouTube channel, you will see where her and I were doing something with Yeshua interdimensionally, and he was literally showing us himself in a hula skirt. A man in a hula skirt, trying to make us laugh and giggle and have a good time. And he's going, "I'm an American man." And then he starts saying to me in my ear, "Party down." And he is always trying to make me laugh consistently, because as our sister Kimberly has said, Yeshua the Christ, or Sananda, is always with me. There's never a moment he's not with me. And if you've not seen the interview that we did as a family with her, please feel free and go back on our YouTube channel or her YouTube channel at Spiritual Growth Journeys to find the video where Yeshua talked about solar eclipse and more information. If you've not already seen that, please feel free and go back and do that. But in the video, he was talking about the solar eclipse and things that were coming. And in the video, my sister Kimberly and I discussed why and how Yeshua the Christ, or Sananda, is always with me. 24/7 in time and space. Day and night. There's no separation. There's only oneness in this family, but Yeshua is with me more than he is with most. Because as she said in the video, we have a contract together. We are deeper and closer than most people think we are. If that makes sense, loves. So I can testify to Sananda, Yeshua the Christ, having a sense of humor, because he walked this planet as a man 2,000 years ago as Yeshua, and he felt everything that we always feel in the human expression, such as emotions of pain, struggle, strife, hurt, upset, happiness, joy, lust, love, sex. He felt it all. So therefore, this is why he says, loves, there's no difference between you and him. He has been where you are. We have been where you are as a family. If that makes sense, loves. So having said all that, Yeshua does have a beautiful sense of humor. When you least expect it, you never know what's going to come out of his mouth. In a good way. In a loving, uplifting way. And another question that we get asked all the time is, Mikala, how can Yeshua tell me if the med beds are free and safe? And I asked him this question earlier because one of our brothers and sisters in the comments had asked Yeshua this question, and what he told me was the med beds are part of the corrupt system. They are a way to heal the planet, but you yourself can heal the planet, and your mental body, physical body, spirit body, and emotional body as well, by a simple change of thought or change of perception. And he said, the power is in your hands. One need not look at external sources to find health, wealth, and happiness, because it starts within you. If that makes sense, loves. So we hope that answers your question, loves. And there's another question that came in about why Yeshua speaks so simply through you. Why Yeshua has a simpler language when he comes through you, Mikala. And that is because every channel or conduit, as Yeshua calls it, that he comes through, that is open and ready and willing to, as he says, heed his words and be open and receptive to the words, are different. He comes to me and I step out completely, so I'm unaware of what is being spoken into until listening to it on playback like all of you. And when I listen to it on playback, it is really simple. Because, truthfully, Sananda Yeshua's teachings were always simple. They were never complicated. They were only compromised and complicated by man's misperception 2,000 years ago after he left his Yeshua incarnation. He has had multiple incarnations or embodiments. But, having said this, it's up to your own perception too. As we often say, take what resonates, loves, and leave the rest. If that makes sense. And another question, loves, we've gotten asked many times is, how does Yeshua consider himself to be, even now in the astral realm? And as he says, I am your beloved brother and friend in equal. There is no separation between you nor I. And this is something he's often said for over 2,000 years to mankind. I am not to be worshipped. I am to be thought of as your beloved brother and equal and friend, for that indeed is what I am. That is what our family has taught for over 2,000 years in time and space. We are a family of love and light beings that surround you, our beautiful brothers and sisters, teaching, continuing the teachings of Sananda Yeshua the Christ, continuing truth, continuing love, continuing unity of the oneness, continuing to do the will of our Father, Mother God, or as he would say, Abba. So this is important for all of us, for the truth to be spoken and made right again upon this planet. And if you wish to share us with other brothers and sisters that feel into the truth and are slowly awakening to their Christ self, or their God-Goddess self, as he would say, please feel free and do that. With an open mind and heart only. And if you feel the need to donate to the Academy, you may do that as well, loves. As we wish to thank all of you for your understanding about everything of our family so far that we shared with you. As we often say, take what resonates and leave the rest. As there are many of us in this family, not just Yeshua and myself, but many brothers and sisters of love and light, such as the archangels, such as Father, Mother God, such as my beautiful sisters, Katrina and Kimberly, and many others that do this work with me, and many of my other brothers and sisters, and of course, the Angelic Collective, such as the Ananda Collective, the Palladian Collective, and the Arturian Collective, and there are many others as well, not just this one duo known as Yeshua and Mikala. There are many of us in the unseen realms that society doesn't see. some of which have spoken their piece and some are stepping forward to speak when they're ready. As I am a pure open channel for this family of love and light, and letting go of the biases of the mind, body, and spirit, because the more you're pure open to the channel and the information given, the more accurate you can get, if that makes sense, love. So that's why when Yeshua comes through me and does his thing, I try and let go of the biases and the ego and let him just speak to you, loves, directly with the purest intention of light and love. And yes, loves, Yeshua the Christ is like all of you. He did get mad. He did get upset. He did get frustrated. He did laugh. He did dance. He did enjoy himself in his Yeshua incarnation and his other incarnations as well. He did struggle. He did everything that you have done, he has done. As he says, I have been where you are. Because he has. We all have as a family. And this is not our first rodeo, as they would say. So, hopefully, loves, this answers some of your questions as to the interdimensional person, the human side of Yeshua, because he was always helping others, helping the poor, helping the beautiful brothers and sisters. He was always about helping others, doing things for others, and that's what we do here in the Academy family for all of you. To recognize the truth within yourself and the power within yourself. He was always giving freely of himself to others. Because he loves Mother Earth or Mother Tara and her inhabitants so much that he would do that. But he is not your Savior, loves. He did not give his life for you. That is a false misperception made by the dark ones to control humanity. You do not need saving. The only Savior is yourself. Sananda Yeshua did not come to save you, but only mirror to you the truth within yourself of that which is love. If that makes sense, love. Whereas he says there's only two choices, love or fear. One must choose using one's own discernment. So again, loves, we hope this answers some of your questions with this little Q&A with me, meaning Mikala. And again, if you feel like donating to the Academy after something resonates with you, please feel free and do that. Please feel free and email me as well if you want the book sessions. But do not do it unless you have an open mind and heart and can understand everything that we have told you or taught you with an open mind and heart. And remember always, loves, that we love you all so much.